notice of motion pertaining to a matter that has not been dealt with previously would be considered by council at the next meeting, and if the majority of the members supported the issue or proposal, the matter would be referred to a subsequent meeting of council together with the supporting or background information. So theoretically, today, David's motion were looked at. Council said, yes, we do want to report on that, and we said yes at a future meeting, and in this particular case, you picked a date, and it was approved. So if you want to give me that meeting,
I can put it in writing,
and
and I'm just telling you that that's what I want to do.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Okay.
It's nice to have notice.
It's a double notice. Councilman Blair.
Sorry, through you to just more clarification, and maybe this is something we have to look at again in our procedural bylaw, but I watched that, I brought this notice of motion forward 2 meetings ago. We basically just did the same thing we did 2 weeks ago, and now we've just pushed it on to a staff report. We put 2 weeks time. It's not really the wheels of.
We aren't working on them correct yet, and that's why I asked for that clarification. We have it there by Wednesday, it'll be on the next agenda. If council wants to consider that as a motion, we would receive it and ask for the background information with it at the next meeting to use. Or a subsequent meeting, depending on how much information, how long it takes to gather.
Yours got a little huge last time.
Yeah,
That's why I wanted to mention it today, that theoretically, when they come to council like tonight, council would look at it and say, yes, we want to report on that, yes, we would like it by this date if possible.
Councilor Bond.
Just a point of clarification on Councillor Scott's concerns, just through you, Mayor, to Councillor Scott. Are you going back to the public-private partnership discussion that we've never had, that we were supposed to have on a Tuesday, where we talked about, okay, so.
We had that on the Tuesday.
No, but we've never, no, we got into philosophy and operational issues, and we never really did drill it down. So are you asking for, let's set a Tuesday aside again, where we talk about philosophy versus operations, so we don't do things on the fly? Is that correct?
That would be correct.
I used the fly analogy, but
How many
there's flies in them.
Tuesdays are we going to meet? Because we said we were going to deal with strategic planning for the next number of Tuesdays.
But I think that it is strategic planning, isn't it?
Well, we need to have policies. We keep talking about it, and we don't have them.
I don't put it, just choose
Put it in
it,
writing.
just choose
I'll put it in
Tuesday.
writing and I'll put it through. We'll go from there.
All right.
Add 6.
Any emergent issues? Councilor report. Councilor Munson.
Okay, just a few items here. We had a wonderful crafts weekend this last weekend. The museum, Lambton County Museum, and the Optimist Club did a wonderful tea room. I won't say more about that because Councillor Scott organized it. Firefighters, just want to thank the firefighters. It was Fire Prevention Week, and little plug from the Advocate. We have our Grand Bend Fire Department in here, which is great, honoring them. Last Thursday, we attended the environmental study addendum for the sewage treatment plant. It was really well attended. South Huron was there, Blue Water was there, no checkbook, but they were there. People were very positive about the option that was chosen by council, and I was really wonderful to have the opportunity to speak to people about it. Some people had a lot of questions about it, why we went with 3 and not 4, so it was nice to have that opportunity. I also met with some Klondike Road residents last week regarding a couple of issues. One, the Klondike Park needs signs to prevent vehicles from driving onto the soccer pitch and I guess letting their dogs out, running wild. And I haven't seen any poop and scoop signs. Are they there, Mayor? I went over there and I couldn't see them. If they are, I guess they're not that visible. But their concern is that it's not fair to children playing soccer to run through dog poop. And so I guess what's my step here, to request the cost of a sign or signage for Klondike Park from staff? Okay. I also have I can send this on because this was a suggestion from one of the ratepayers. This comes from actually a dock area, and the last bullet is, all dogs must be on a leash. Any deposits left by your dog will be delivered to your boat free of charge. Well, maybe we can come up with something for Klondike. The other concern on Klondike Road is speeding. And apparently in the morning early, there's a lot of people speeding along Klondike as early as 5:30 a.m. on. So could staff, do we ask the OPP, how do we engage the OPP to maybe look at that? The last thing is the Lambton Shores Trails Walk with Mayor and Council is this Sunday. You're going, right? You're gonna be there, 1 o'clock, museum?
Hard to walk with the mayor without.
There you go. Yeah, walking while in your shoes. So we're gonna meet at the Lambton Shores Museum at 1 p.m. this Sunday, the 21st. All of council is invited to attend, and if it's raining, there won't be a hike, but at 3 p.m. there will be a video, Lambton Shores Gems of Nature at the museum. So that's it.
So we're Underwood.
Yes, I went to a Lake Huron Primary Water Source board meeting there a couple of weeks ago, and we passed the capital and their operational budget of $28 million for the next year. They managed to keep prices down quite low, but there's been major infrastructure, procurement, and twinning. Rates are going to go up 5%, which works out approximately to about 1 cent per cubic meter of water over the next year. And then after that, we put on top what our surcharges are, obviously. And that's about it.
Councilor McGuire? Councilor Scott?
The Ensemble Port Franks Optimus had a tea room this weekend in conjunction with the Lambton Museum and Thetford Legacy Center, as well as the Thetford Town had a street sale out there as well. So it very successful, a lot of people through. Was amazing. I understand that the museum was packed and that the Thetford Legacy was packed. So it was good to see that kind of economic development moving around our communities.
Okay. Councilor Day?
Yeah, a couple of thoughts. One is tomorrow night at the Legacy Center, there's going to be county woodlot meeting. It's at 7 p.m. and it involves a number of individuals that make a living from sustainable harvesting of our woodlots. Actually, there's a lot of discussion out there, and it does impact a number of people in our municipalities. So it would be helpful to hear what the public has to say on that too. Also, I was in Sterling, Ontario recently, actually on Thanksgiving weekend, and Sterling, that town was the winner of the hockey bill competition. And that competition happened back in the spring, and they're still thrilled and enthusiastic about hockey bill and how much it's impacted their town. They made $100,000 for their sports center. They made $20,000 for their for the food bank and community barbecue, all the cross dinner they could eat, and they had a Stanley Cup come through on a parade, as well as a preseason game, which gets transferred because of the
2023
strike. But the houses are still all decorated months later, and there's still a buzz. You ask anybody about it, and they just overflow and gush with details. I just was really impressed at how much it transformed that town. So it's something that we may need to think about ourselves too.
As mentioned before, Dr. Beatty was retired or left the village of our home after 31 years of service, and I was asked to give a speech, a little bit of a plaque for the other way around, I guess, a little speech and a plaque for the town, and very well attended. We broke fire codes, I will admit that. The hall was packed, wall to wall, so thank you, fire marshal. Great day.
A couple of things. I will request, so I'll do it through the notice of motion and report around Emerald Dashboard and future plans in public spaces and resurrection of heritage designation report by plan. Couple of other community things. Canetto Theater Gala. Congratulations to the Kiwanis and to the entire community and the support from the entire municipality for the equipment in the Canetto Theater and the renovation of the second floor, the new sign and so on. Again, another example of community groups at work. And I guess just a comment, it was truly an honor for me to stand up at a national convention and recognize the amazing community that we do have, community groups like the Trails Group, like our Horde Society, like all of these groups that take on so much and work in partnership with us, and for us to have those strategic plans that they can work toward. Just as an aside, the Community Involvement Award, CIB has sponsored several sponsors, but one of the major sponsors is Home Hardware, and as a result of that,